gonna be a lot of talking in this video, not too much action. But for all you gambling motherfuckers who told me this car be gone in 6 months, y'all bet me all kind of money, I needed y'all to pay up. It's been 8 months. It's been great. I'm just gonna cover the pros and cons of the car, things I love, things I don't like. I'm gonna cover everything that, cause man, I put so much money into this car. It's the last video. I'm gonna cover everything, how I like the noise and vibrations. It's like the creative steel mounts I have, the aluminum drive shaft, why I pulled the engine, update on the manual. So really comfortable with it, man. Got the Recaros. A lot of my friends told me Recaros are a must, and they are. The heated and cooled seats, I think it's like 24-way adjustable. You can dial them right in. But I digress. I'm talking too much. Let's get into this video. All right, well, back. While I'm looking for a place to record, because the place I usually record at, somebody's learning how to ride a bike, and that takes priority. But the noise, vibration, like my OEM drive shaft was shot, and I'm gonna show y'all a clip. My the OEM engine mounts were torn. Completely torn. And I have since put on creative steel engine mounts. And an aluminum 4-inch DSS drive shaft. There's been times when I first got the car running, I'd be coming down to the light and I thought the car shut off. It's so smooth, man. I've got up to 155 miles an hour yesterday safely in Mexico. And I have no complaints, man. The car is smoother than it's ever been. I do have an ATI balancer, and that eats up a lot of vibration because I've done a lot of swaps. And with the solid mounts, you get a lot of vibration. So I put an ATI on, and 80% of it was gone. So creative steel, man. It was $500 or something like that, but worth every penny. Especially for you bigger power guys. I only had 100,000 miles, but they were torn. They were useless. Drive shaft. If you tear up your stock one, there really isn't a reason to upgrade because you're only saving 2 pounds. But I guess for you max effort guys, that's everything. But honestly, it was only a pound or two because I weighed both. And I was just super disappointed. It was almost a waste of time. But sorry, drove by some cops. But I won't say it's a waste of money. It was $1,300. Did save 2 pounds, and I needed one that wasn't gonna fail again. Because I put down 624 wheel torque, and then I put a ported blower and a Kong lid on. So. And while I'm on that subject, I'm gonna put a 102 Nick Williams on and like a 5-inch intake, and then get on a dyno. That'll be the video after this one. But I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Noise, vibration, man, it's almost non-existent, man. That's the thing about Cadillac. It's just this is the most comfortable ride I've ever had. My exhaust is extra loud. I don't know how well y'all can hear it. I deleted the cats, so I gotta put some resonators in there because it gets raspy. But it's super comfortable. A lot of sound editing. It's great. This is my favorite car. I love this car. I gotta find somewhere to park. Let me park somewhere. All right, so this is the cockpit. All right, this is cracked. This is common. These usually crack easy, but otherwise it's damn near mint. I need to clean the seats. The Alcantara, I need to clean it. But one thing, this thing is the nav. It's showing its age, all right? This is 2011. And they do make a unit where you can upgrade. I can upgrade this to Android Auto and Apple, what do you call it, CarPlay. So I will be doing that in the video because I haven't seen the video on it. But the infotainment system is really outdated. It's really bad. But I do have Bose. It sounds phenomenal. I have no complaints there. It's just, you know, man, it is completely outdated. Another thing I don't like, oil pressure. All right, oil pressure is fine, but wide open throttle, it's only going to get to like 57 to 60, you know, because it has the check valve that opens up around 40 to 45 psi, and that's when the piston oil squirters start kicking on. So, you know, there's pros to that. But yeah, there's pros to the piston oil squirters, but I see most people delete them. Most people block them off just so they can get better pressure, so they're not spinning the bearing or whatever, especially because I spin to 7,000 RPM. So the pressure's a little wonky, but GM's 6 PSI per 1,000 RPM, and I'm fine with that. I'm good. I'm in spec. I beat on this thing a lot, and I haven't had an issue. But yeah, let's go outside now. I do have the upgraded heat exchanger, and this is where I put the oil lines. I kind of regret what I did with the oil lines because it's really busy. All right, it's really fucking busy. But one thing I really love is, and it's really exaggerated, whenever I turn the steering wheel, the lights move. That just makes me feel fancy, you know? I redid the lines. I deleted it was a bottleneck, the OEM bracket. I don't know how y'all can hear me because it starts loud. But I redid the lines. Everything's 12 AM fittings, and the subsequent, I don't know what diameter it is. But yeah, it's nice and cool. Like I said, I'm gonna upgrade this. I got rid of my air raid because I'm gonna go ahead and put a 5 in this. But I'm gonna upgrade the car body, but otherwise, coming back down here, I did put I did delete the trans cooler lines from going in the radiator, so it's just on it had a big OEM factory cooler that was separate from the radiator, and temps are phenomenal, man. I have no problems with temperature. Really great car, man. I got no complaints. Now I did put this emblem here because I deleted the CTS. Let's see if y'all can see that. And I kind of messed up. Like it was kind of, you can kind of see it right here. When I deleted the CTS badging, I just kind of, I mean, I could buff it out, I guess, but I had that going on the M3, but I got rid of the M3, so we'll just go ahead and stick that there. Exhaust. I got rid of, and I'll give it some revs in a second. Put the stock manifolds back on, only because if I ever have, because I'm still, you know, military affiliated, if I ever have to deal with emissions, I can just put the cats back on. That was my train of thought. I might even just go with shorties. They make shorties specifically for this platform, so to where you can still use your stock catalytic converters. That's okay. So I might do that instead. But I do need to put resonators on. Take it inside. about the sunroof. It only tilts. It does not go back because there was no room. There was no room to do it. So that's a big gripe of mine. Because I'm always having the windows down and the sunroof open. But I forgot to mention, I also went with a Moroso. Only because last time I had both lines on both sides going backwards. And the Mighty Mouse was sitting here and it was just in the way. But, you know, I got the bright idea to reorganize everything, and it kind of defeated the purpose of it. So I probably will go back to a Mighty Mouse because it was so effective. But this works pretty well too, because I've had these on other cars. So who knows, we'll see. Because I would prefer the oil cap version of the Mighty Mouse. But yeah, to sum this video up, I do plan on doing the Nick Williams 102 and like a DDD or DDP 5-inch intake, and then jumping on dyno. And then cosmetics, all right? I want to change the wheels. I might go with a drag pack in the back, do some ground effects, you know, front spoiler, stuff like that. I'm definitely gonna do the CarPlay upgrade to the radio, and I definitely will be doing a manual swap. All right, I had to take the engine out because there was an oil leak. All right, and at first it didn't really bother me; it was very minor. But I'm actually glad I pulled it, because when I pulled it, I was gonna do the manual swap and everything all at one time. Which is very easy. Manual swap in this car is very easy. People make it out to be some life-changing thing. It's easy, but more on that later. I found pieces of the AC belt that shot off on the dyno in my pickup. So that shows you how powerful this pump is on the LSA. It's probably the most powerful pump GM made for these engines. But so for how long, when did I get tuned? February, maybe, something like that. So I've been driving around with my pickup clogs. I mean, pieces of the timing chain in there and the AC belt. But yeah, that's a testament to these engines. I popped off just one rod cap. And bearings look good, slapped it back together. And you know, while I was out, I probably should have changed all the bearings, but it should be fine. But yeah, let me focus. I keep getting off track. So what I did was just change the timing chain damper. I changed you know, the oil pump O-ring. What else I changed? The little barbell in the back, the old inverter barbell, I changed that. I mean, every gasket has been done. I did the timing cover, not timing cover, the rear main seal. I did the oil pan gasket. At that time, I put on a oil cooler. I deleted the stock oil cooler and put on the man, I'm drawing a blank. The Improved Racing thermostat oil cooler. So it opens up at 180 to cool more, and you know, just regulates the temperatures. So I did the oil cooler. You see the Mishi mode up front, which I should have went bigger. I'll probably go bigger and relocate it, because I mean, especially in the summer, I get a pull in it, it'll drop to like 28 psi, man. You can just tell it's getting overwhelmed. But what else did I do? I changed the oil pan, not the oil pan, the transmission gasket, the pan gasket on that. I changed the filter, fluid clearly, and the aluminum drive shaft. Now, again, like I said, no matter what, I cruise at 85 a lot. I get up, I'm always racing. In Mexico, I'm always racing, and I have not had vibration yet. The Creative Steel mounts, please, that's the standard, the new version, not the old ones, the newest version they have. I would recommend it. And they're rebuildable, all right? The car is so fucking smooth, man. It just purrs. It's a Cadillac. I mean, the other day I always drive in sport mode, and the roads were rough. I put it back in tour. It was smooth. It was butter smooth. Like, this is an actual Cadillac, and that's what I love. I did not want to lose. All my other cars have been jagged and rough as far as noises and vibrations and in-cabin stuff like that. There's no creaks, none of that in the cabin in this car. And that's what I love. But yeah, pretty much, I mean, all new fluids, new catch can, gaskets everywhere, new. The blower looked good, no oil in there. The lid looked good. It wasn't dirty or caked with oil or nothing like that. So, yeah, I put it back together because I wanted to drive it. I'm going to do everything else, build everything else around it, and then do the manual swap. With the manual swap, I have to take the dash out, which I hear is really easy, and then do the, the pedals and everything. And it's smooth. You just go into tune, change it from auto to manual, and you're going to lose your remote start. The way it's routed stock. Excuse me. I may look into it and try to get it remote start working, but it's a manual. I mean, I could care less. But as far as like, check engine light stuff, like, it's not going to be a crazy swap. It's going to be really easy. All right. So at that time, I might even change the engine, up the boost, stuff like that. Because like I said, this is a really comfortable car, easy to drive, all that. Again, I don't have many dislikes. I mean, miles per gallon is horrible, man. But that's just more in the tune. When I go to Ivan and I get, it tuned one last time, hopefully it gets a little better on gas. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I expected it, but it's horrible. I filled up yesterday or the day before yesterday, $64. Because, I only use Shell. Shell or Chevron if I can help it. But like I said, man, the sound system is phenomenal. The infotainment system it gets the job done. But the CarPlay, if I can get CarPlay and Android Auto, like I can't wait to do that video. I'm gonna do that video soon. Because the creature comfort is a very comfortable car. I love the car. And like I said, the sunroof, it only tilts. It doesn't go back. That's all. Very little complaints about this car. All right, this is my favorite car. The Evo would probably be my other favorite. I'll probably get another Evo again one day. I said it again, but the Evo, this one, the amount of looks and thumbs ups and honks and stuff like that on the road, it rivals the FD RX-7 I had. That one was just a showstopper. Everybody was recording and all that stuff. This one is a tier under the Evo probably, because I had people follow me to where I was going to talk about the Evo and everything. But the V is up there. You don't see them. I see C8s. I see the new Shelby GT500s. I see all that. But I've only seen one CTS-V here. And it was a sedan. You don't see them. So, this is my update, y'all. I just been, chipping away at it. I pulled the drivetrain, put it back in. Here I am. I'm back again. So like I said, look out for my dyno video. It's coming in probably 2-3 weeks. And then after that, I'll start doing the CarPlay, and then I'll start doing like the ground effects, stuff like that, stuff people want to see on these cars, wheels. And then I want to start hit up the drag strip, because I never got into the strip, but this is a perfect platform to start. But yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. Well, yeah, I pretty much covered everything. I'm still alive, still kicking. I still have the car. Like I said, I'm gonna need a couple of y'all to pay up, especially with these gas prices. Fucking, I'm not getting rid of this car. I think this is one you keep in the collection permanently. And, like I said, I've said this about other cars, but this is the one. I had all my dream cars. The only other car I would ever consider getting, like if I had to get rid of this car and I would get another one, it's a C6 ZR1, and I will own that car one day. I had a chance to buy it before I got the FDR7, and I regret it because the prices skyrocketed after. I should have got the oh shit, the cops. I should have got it. Damn, I'm about to get pulled over. I know he saw me. I know he saw me on my phone. But fuck, man. Y'all done got me caught up. But yeah, like I said, the only other car I would ever get rid of this one for, it would be a C6 ZR1. But you know, that's just not gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. Now let me get off this phone before I fucking get pulled over for real. He is riding my ass. Till next time, y'all.